Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back to Butterfly Effect. Today we're diving into the world of psychology. Ever wondered how to get people to do what you want? Imagine convincing your friend to give you the last slice of pizza or getting your teacher to let you out of class early. What if I told you there are simple tricks that can make you more persuasive? We're talking about the power of psychological mind tricks. We're going deep into the human brain to understand how these techniques work and how you can use them in everyday life. Get ready to have your mind blown because these 10 psychological mind tricks actually work. And if you're here for self-improvement, motivation, and a little bit of humor, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Alright, let's kick things off with a mind trick that's all about strategy. It's called Create a Debt, and it's based on the idea of reciprocity. You know how when someone does something nice for you, you feel like you kinda owe them one? That's reciprocity in action. Do a small, genuine favor for someone you want to influence. It could be something as small as buying them a coffee or helping them with a task. The key here is to make it genuine. No one likes feeling manipulated. When you do something nice for someone, they feel subtly obligated to return the favor. It's like an unspoken social rule that's hardwired into our brains. So the next time you need a favor from that person, they'll be more likely to say yes. It's like planting a seed of persuasion, without them even realizing it. This trick works because it taps into the human desire for fairness and balance. Next up, we're talking about the power of mirroring. This one's all about building rapport and making people feel like you're on the same wavelength. Think about it. Have you ever noticed how you tend to gravitate towards people who are similar to you? Well, mirroring takes advantage of that natural human tendency. It's all about subtly mimicking the other person's behavior, body language, and even their words. Now, I'm not saying you should become a copycat, that's just weird. The key here is to be subtle. If they lean in while talking, you lean in slightly too. If they use a certain hand gesture, you can incorporate it into your own body language a little later. The idea is to create a sense of familiarity and understanding without being too obvious about it. Mirroring works because it triggers our mirror neurons, making them feel more connected to you. Alright, this next mind trick is a classic negotiation tactic called the over-ask. This one's all about starting high to get what you want. Think of it like aiming for the stars. Even if you only reach the moon, you're still pretty high up there, right? Let's say you want to borrow $50 from your friend. Instead of asking for $50 straight up, you start by asking for a larger amount, like $100. Chances are they're going to say no to that, which is totally fine. That's part of the plan. Once they've declined your initial request, you come back with your actual request, the $50. Now because you've already lowered your ask, they're more likely to feel obligated to meet you halfway. So, next time you're trying to negotiate a better deal, remember to aim high and land your shot with the power of the over-ask. This next mind trick is all about persistence, baby. We're talking about the power of repetition. You know how that song gets stuck in your head after you've heard it a million times? Well, the same principle applies to persuasion. The more you repeat something, the more likely it is to stick in someone's mind. This is especially true for messages that are simple, catchy, and easy to remember. Think about slogans, jingles, or even just repeating a key phrase throughout a conversation. The repetition creates a sense of familiarity, which can make your message seem more believable and persuasive over time. Use repetition to emphasize your main points, reinforce your message, and make your ideas more memorable. The power of repetition is all about planting seeds in people's minds that will grow over time. Alright, this next mind trick is all about tapping into one of the most powerful human emotions, FOMO, the fear of missing out. We're talking about the imply scarcity technique. Think about it. Have you ever noticed how much more you want something when you think it's about to run out? That's scarcity bias in action. We're hardwired to place a higher value on things that are rare or in high demand. So how do we use this to our advantage? It's all about creating a sense of urgency and exclusivity. You can do this by highlighting limited time offers, emphasizing low stock quantities, or even just mentioning that something is in high demand. For example, instead of saying we have a sale on shoes, you could say hurry, our limited edition shoes are selling out fast. See the difference? Remember, the key here is to be genuine. Don't make false claims about scarcity just to manipulate people. This next mind trick is all about attitude, folks. We're talking about the power of speaking with confidence. Confidence is contagious, and when you believe in yourself, it shows. People are naturally drawn to those who exude confidence because it conveys a sense of authority, competence, and trustworthiness. Now I know what you're thinking, but man, I'm not naturally confident. Listen, confidence is a skill, not a personality trait, and like any skill, it can be learned and developed over time. One of the easiest ways to boost your confidence is to focus on your body language. Stand up straight, make eye contact, and use open gestures. When you carry yourself with confidence, it instantly makes you appear more credible and persuasive. Another key aspect of speaking with confidence is to eliminate filler words like Like, and remember, confidence is all about owning your message and believing in what you're saying. Alright, this next mind trick is a classic for a reason. We're talking about the power of using names. Think about it, what's the sweetest sound to your ears? Your own name, right? Well, the same goes for everyone else. Using someone's name in conversation is a simple yet powerful way to create an instant connection. It shows that you're paying attention, that you value them as an individual, and that you see them as more than just a face in the crowd. When you use someone's name, it triggers a release of dopamine in their brain, which is a feel-good chemical associated with pleasure and reward. Use their name when you greet them, when you're thanking them, or when you're asking for their opinion. It's a small gesture that can have a big impact on how people perceive you. This next mind trick is all about being present in the moment. We're talking about the power of being present. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to get caught up in distractions and multitasking. But when you're interacting with someone, it's crucial to give them your undivided attention. Putting your phone away, making eye contact, and actively listening to what they have to say shows that you respect them and value their time. When you're fully present with someone, you create a sense of intimacy and connection that can be incredibly powerful. Active listening involves paying attention to both their verbal and nonverbal cues, asking clarifying questions, and reflecting back what you've heard to ensure understanding. When you actively listen to someone, you make them feel heard, understood, and validated, which can strengthen your bond and make them more receptive to your message. So, next time you're interacting with someone, make a conscious effort to be fully present in the moment. Alright, this next mind trick is all about spreading positivity and making people feel good about themselves. We're talking about the power of giving compliments. Everyone loves a genuine compliment, right? It's a simple yet effective way to brighten someone's day, boost their self-esteem, and make them feel good about themselves. But compliments are more than just feel-good gestures, they can also be powerful tools of persuasion. When you give someone a genuine compliment, you trigger a release of dopamine in their brain, the same feel-good chemical we talked about earlier. This creates a positive association with you and makes them more likely to see you in a favorable light. The key here is to be sincere and specific. Instead of saying, "You look nice," try something like, "I love that shirt on you. The color really complements your eyes." So, spread the love, folks. Give out those compliments like confetti and watch how it brightens everyone's day, including your own. Alright, this final mind trick is a little more advanced, but when used correctly, it can be incredibly effective. We're talking about the power of touch. Now before we dive in, let's be clear. Touch should always be appropriate, respectful, and consensual. Never touch someone without their permission, and always be mindful of personal boundaries. With that said, touch is a powerful form of nonverbal communication that can convey a wide range of emotions, from comfort and support to trust and connection. When used appropriately, a light touch on the arm, shoulder, or back can create a sense of intimacy and rapport, making people feel more connected to you. For example, a brief touch on the arm while congratulating someone on a job well done can make your praise feel more sincere and heartfelt. The key here is to be subtle and respectful. When used appropriately, it can enhance your communication, build stronger bonds, and make people feel more comfortable and at ease in your presence. So there you have it, folks, 10 psychological mind tricks that actually work. Remember, these techniques are all about understanding human psychology and using that knowledge to your advantage. The key is to use them ethically and responsibly, always treating others with respect and consideration. Now I want to hear from you. Which mind trick are you most excited to try out? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more awesome content like this. We're always dropping new videos on psychology, self-improvement, and all sorts of other mind-blowing topics. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and keep those minds sharp.